Hi, Janisha, how are you? Welcome to our show, Roads and Travel by Ink That Matters. So, how are you doing today?
Hello, very good evening, ma'am. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. And thank you for, accepting the invite and coming as a guest here for
Yes,
our
it's my
show.
pleasure,
And
and I thank you for giving me an opportunity to be a part of your show.
the pleasure is all mine. So, Janisha, you have been and you are actually an entrepreneur and you have been modeling also. You do modeling also, as you told me. And you have, been a part of a lot of modeling shows also. So, modeling as a career itself is a plateful. So, how did you manage, being an entrepreneur also along with, your modeling career? So, how did you manage both together?
Okay. So initially, my debut as an entrepreneur was I'm basically a costume designer. So I didn't have any idea of being a model or anything, to be very honest. Though I had a very good passion for fashion, and in school days I've been into modeling shows, small fashion shows, and but still I was not into modeling at all. But being a fashion designer, I had to do a lot of shoots with my models. I myself hired models, not professional models. I'm from the southernmost tip of India, Kanyakumari, where there is not much of exposure to
Right.
professional kind of fashion industry. Yeah, so I took girls, made them and groomed them into models for my designs, for showcasing my designs. So that was when my clients or the photographers or the team, they were encouraging me, ma'am, why don't you yourself be the model for your designs? But I didn't take it too seriously, or I didn't take a thought into it. But eventually, as days went, opportunities open for me. That is the truth, ma'am. So opportunities open for me to get into modeling too. And I'm a person who never says no to anything. I think, oh, why not try? So that is how I stepped into modeling, which I really didn't think that I'll become so professional in this career or industry too. So, and I balance it because both are intertwined to each other. Modeling and my fashion career, or both are intertwined to each other. So I don't feel anything hard to manage both simultaneously.
All right. When you say both your modeling and your, the entrepreneur career are intertwined with each other, you model for a third party client also, right? Apart from showcasing your own, fashion designs, you even model for a third party client. So when you have your own venture, when you have your own, business to take care of, so how does that, how do you accommodate both, together? Like when you are especially modeling for a third party client, you need to give that time to them because they wouldn't know that you also have a business to take
Yes.
care of and you need time for that. If you would be doing it for your
Yes.
own venture, that's a different issue. You will be able to manage time. But here the case is different. That person is going to hire you as a model for his firm, for his or her firm. So how do you balance that?
Simple, ma'am. I plan, I organize, and set up things for each and everything. For instance, right now we are in the COVID-19 crisis and everything, which means my fashion career actually, I get less orders when compared to the other times. So in that case, I have more time for this. I can set up because modeling shoots are just for 2 hours or for one day, which means we have 7 days in a week. I plan my work accordingly. Sometimes when I have modeling shoots, I give work to my employees. I have a small team of people who work for me. So I finish the designing work, and for the stitching and everything, I employ my team to do it. I say tomorrow I won't be available, or these hours I won't be available. You have to take care of this. So I see to it that it doesn't disturb my main my main business in any way. It's all about planning and organizing things.
Correct. So you plan it accordingly. Even if you'd have to go for shoot outside, for a third party vendor, you plan that things accordingly
I
because you've
balance it.
got.
Simple. I balance it.
So what made you choose
And sometimes
or
it's
how
about
did,
priority too.
right?
Yeah, sometimes it's about priority too. Suppose if in case I'm getting a modeling project and I'm getting an order at the same time, if I have more time for my order, because for my clients, I have 15 to 20 days of timeline. If I have time, then I give time for it, because this modeling project is going to be just 1 or 2 hours. But if there is an urgent order for Jenny's Fashion Boutique, then my priority will be for my business, not the modeling thing.
So you told me that you have come from Nagarkoil, right? Nagarkoil, Kanyakumari, you said. So from there you have emerged, into a modeling career where people wouldn't even think about taking up as a career, especially from a place like that. So what kind of criticism that you had to face while when you decide that you will become a model, especially? We'll talk about the
I faced a
entrepreneurship
lot.
later on. Yeah.
Yes, I faced a lot, and even now I face on an everyday basis. It's all about how we react or respond to it. But the real people, the professionals or those who know what is what, even in my place, they encourage me. But there will be always a set of people who are into mocking or discouraging others. I think not in just this industry, in all industry. So I broke
Yeah.
everything. I chose what I need to be. Simple as that. I had a good family to support, and good people like you, fellow entrepreneurs, or someone who will be there to pushing us forward. So those people were the ones whom I focused upon. I just set aside all the mockery or the discouragements or the negative comments, and the same people who mocked or discouraged me, right now they are looking into me. They are saying, okay, this girl is up to something, she's doing that, this and everything. So that's a time will give an explanation for everything. So I don't
Right.
react.
So when you have a family to back up, when you have a family who understands, then there's nothing like that. So that gave you that
Yes,
support. So
exactly.
that is actually very important for any entrepreneur. When you have a
For women
family to
that too.
support, right? When you have a family to support, that person can actually achieve their dreams, create wonders, and whatnot. So coming to your
It's all
modeling
about
career,
whom we give priority in life, right? So
right?
when our close ones, when there are good people around us to push us forward, I don't think we need to even think about the other category of people.
Right, right, absolutely. All right. So, how did you feel when you went on stage for your first fashion show, or when you did your first photo shoot? So, how was that feel?
My first photo shoot, like initially the photographers actually invited me to be my own model because they found that I was interested. I do pose. I don't have that camera fear or stage fear. So my first photo shoots, they were not nervous. I was not nervous, but I didn't know how to pose as a model, because
Hmm.
normally as normal women or human beings, we can pose easily for a camera, but modeling posing is totally
Totally
different.
different.
The attitude is different, the expressions are different, the posture will be different. I didn't know that, so I was not a very good poser initially, to be very honest. But after I got on stage, after I went to Chennai, and I took part in shows where there I was given professional grooming workshops,
Okay.
workshops where how we should stand, how we should walk the ramp, how we should
So, you
present
have been a
ourselves.
part of
Everything
the
I took up.
workshops also. So, you have been a part of
Sorry,
the
ma'am, I didn't get
professional
you.
grooming. So, you have been a part of the
Yes,
professional
yes,
grooming workshops also.
yes. The moment I stepped out of my place, I traveled to Chennai. My first can you yeah. I broke all barriers. I took my mind to travel. I traveled to Chennai. My first experience was in contest, Chennai fashion contest, where I walked the ramp. I stayed there for 2 days. I took all professional grooming workshops. I was trained how to do it. And the thing is, the first time I have to walk and on ramp with a pair, with a male model. So I
Okay.
was not sure how I'm going to do that. But yes, I did.
Right.
I was not exactly nervous, but I was not sure whether I'm doing it right. I found whether it was right or wrong only after I saw my picture and videos. So that is how it started professionally. I took a stand, ma'am. Simple.
that's that's very important actually. Anybody has to take a stand in their life as to what they want in their life, and what is their passion, and if it is worth all it for you to follow. So that is very important. Only that will, take you places. All right, so you are a professional model. So this question I wanted to ask you, there is, hula about size zero everywhere. Everybody talks about size zero. Being size zero is supposed to be very professional. It's considered to be very cool. So what is your take on it? How do you see that aspect?
Yeah, there is a thing, but right now the industry is changing. There is a thing called even plus size models are there. They give a name,
Right.
plus size models, dusty
Right.
models, dark models. So size zero is not that much into what do you call trend these days. The trend these days is all about versatility. All kinds of models, all kinds of girls, but they have to have the basic characteristics or attributes for being a model. But size zero is not what do you call a very mandatory quality, I would say, because I didn't see such differences when I went to main shows or main platforms. I didn't see size zeros alone. I saw all sizes, all kinds of people.
So everybody is beautiful for that matter. So anybody
Exactly.
can be a model. Anybody can be
All
a model.
sizes, colors,
Yeah.
yeah, all sizes, colors, and everything is beautiful. Just you have to be yourself and present the way perfectly.
Right. Right. So why I asked you this question is about like people whoever inspired to be model. The first thing they do is they go on a diet. They go on a strict diet. They cut down themselves. They go on a very stern procedures they follow. They go gymming and all that before even they become a model. They follow
Yes.
all those things. So what is your take on it? What will you advise people who would want to get into modeling like that? So how will you see that kind of a procedure that people follow or girls follow?
Yes. To aspiring models or those who wanted to become models, I would say, yes, definitely you have to work out. Definitely you have to follow a healthy lifestyle. Definitely you have to look after your skin, the way you look, your hair, your body, and everything. Not for size zero, but because you have to be the best of yourself. So eating healthy is
Right.
not going to make you slimmer. It's going to make you good. When we eat more greens and veggies, our skin becomes good. No acne will be coming. So it's all about health. Only when you glow inside, you can glow outside. And
Right.
workouts, they are not going to change your size to size zero in a day. It's about following a good lifestyle because modeling
Right.
career is not so easy, ma'am. Your mental stability and physical stability should be balanced. For mental stability, you have to do meditation. You have to be you're following a healthy lifestyle, not just this read good books, update yourself, because that is what I did. Once I came into the modeling industry and I was identified as a professional model, even till date, I'm updating myself every day. That doesn't mean I have to become size zero. That means I have to maintain myself perfectly, learn more. That's it. It is something which
So
everyone can do, not just model.
that's right. See, eating healthy and having a healthy lifestyle, anybody has to do. Not just models or any profession, anybody, even housewives and people who stay at home, anybody, any age, they have to have a healthy lifestyle and have a healthy diet. So that is
It's high time
mandatory.
that people realize that it is not about body or beauty. It is about you and me. It is about our mental well-being and physical well-being. Simple as that.
That's right. So when you say about the pressures that you go through and the criticisms that you go through and the procedures that you need to follow and also the entrepreneurship that you run a fashion boutique and also you follow that also. So how do you balance your the work life, how does that balance come up, your personal life and your work life? How do you give time for both, because both deserves time, both needs time,
Of
your
course.
people at home as well as your work? So how do you balance that? Because at work you've already played full. You have a
Yes.
modeling career going on. You have no, you're an entrepreneur also, and you have a home to look after also. So how do you balance
It's again all about scheduling and planning. I plan my day very clearly. So morning 9 to 5, the people at my home, they very well know we are not going to disturb her. She'll be completely at work. But after 5 and the remaining time of the day, it's going to be at home. And I don't mix both at all. Once I step inside home, I don't bring those professional steps inside. Yes, of course, we have some bad days sometimes, the hectic things or whatever we go through at office or at profession, we have to bring home. That is there, but I don't merge both too much. And once I get into office, I become a designer or a model or whatever. I'm not who I am at home. So when I get into home, I'm no more a designer or model. I'm a very normal family person. So that is how it's about scheduling. But sometimes things go that we, like how it's not planned. But I think it's fine. I accept both. Even the bad
Yeah.
days, I
Once
face
in a
it
while, that's
because
fine.
every day. Yes, every day,
Right.
that too, being an entrepreneur or into these careers, I think every day is not going to be that perfect day.
Okay.
That cannot
Right.
happen, especially being a
It cannot,
woman. We
happen as
have
the
to be
way we
flexible.
schedule it.
Yes, we have to be flexible enough. So
Right.
that is how it
Right.
goes.
So, what do you do to, cope up with the pressures of being a model? How do you, cope up with the pressures? Because there'll be a lot of pressures when you are a model, especially when you work for a third party. If modeling for your own brand or your own boutique, that's a different thing. So, how do you cope up with pressures that come up or, unseen pressures that you would have to face when you are modeling for a third party, client? How do you cope up with that?
I take up a very clear stand. I am very strict. I know when I have to say no. I put up my conditions because when it comes to professional modeling, they give a lot of conditions. So
Right.
if I find something is not for me, it's something is not my style or something which I can say yes, I say no. Even if that project goes, I'm not worried about it. So I take a very clear stand because young
That's
girls, very young girls, models, they ask me this question:
they are
how
very
to deal this,
desperate.
ma'am? This is how they are asking. This is how they say. Yes, yes. How to say? I say no. You will get the right opportunities from right platforms and right people. Not everyone are going to pull you into something wrong or something which we are not comfortable
Right.
enough. So I set
Right.
some limits. Yeah, I'm totally professional and vocal when it comes to setting limits or telling what is what or saying no when it has to be said.
That's very
I'm not
important.
scared.
You'll have to learn
We
when to
have to be
say no.
fearless, fearless.
Especially women, who are working, you'll have to know when to say no. That has to be there.
We have to be
All right.
smart enough. Yeah, smart enough.
That's right. That's right. All right. So, do you have what gets you truly excited about the life that you're leading right now? What is truly exciting about the life that you are leading right now? You're an entrepreneur, you're a successful model, and you have a beautiful family to back you up. So, what is actually the one moment, if you would say, truly that excites you in that life that you're leading right now?
I'm living, I'm surviving because in this crisis, in this COVID-19, I see lots of people who are already dead. And we see lots of news from celebrities or that and this who are living their lives. So I feel very grateful, thankful, and blessed, honestly.
Right.
Especially this year, honestly, ma'am, I entered this year with lots of plans, but nothing happened. But nothing happened. So I think this moment, which we are talking or which we are living happily, that is what life matters about. It's so uncertain. Life is so uncertain. So I think
Right.
the journey we have traveled so far and the journey which is left behind, we don't know. But this particular moment, I'm so thankful, grateful, and happy because I'm surviving. Yeah, I'm living. Simple.
Yes, we're all surviving, and we'll have to be thankful for that.
Yes, yes.
Definitely.
So this year,
So
that
there
is
are
the
so
most
many,
precious moment.
right. So there are so many COVID cases that are coming up. So we'll have to be thankful that we are far away from all those things, and we are here sitting and talking with each other. So we'll have to
Talking,
be
we are
thankful
living
for
a
that
very
moment.
comfortable life. Yeah, when
Right.
so many people are out
So
there
we have
without
to
any
be
food or
thankful.
money. So
Food or money or even shelter. They don't even have a
exactly.
shelter, and some are not able to go back to their homes, to their natives. So we'll have to be definitely thankful for that. All right. So, what would you do differently if you know that nobody will judge you? Like, if you know that no, the people are not going to judge you, what is that you would want to do differently?
Can I be
See,
honest?
yeah, sure. This show is
Okay,
supposed to be an honest show. See,
maybe
why I
I'll
ask
be
you
into
this question is, see, we are women, okay? So we go according to the society's norms, okay? We always think about society first, as to what society will think, how it will react. So if I do this, what is going to be, their reaction? If I do that, what is going to be their reaction? Whether it's going to be positive or negative, we always keep thinking like that. And we plan our decisions according to the society, knowingly or unknowingly, we like it or not, we plan our decisions according to the society, the way the society would want us to do it. So now I'm giving you a situation that nobody is going to judge you for anything that you would be doing. So what is that you would want to do differently in your life?
I'll get into acting because
Right, you told
I
that.
get some opportunities. To be honest, being in the modeling industry, I'm getting opportunities for acting. But as
Right.
you say, thinking about X, Y, Z, what they are going to say about me, I say no, 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 I can't. So if we are living in a judgeless society, a very beautiful world where we can do anything we wanted, then I do that.
So you want to get into acting. But being into modeling, the
I
transition
don't
has
want to
to
get
be
into acting.
smooth
I
for
mean,
you.
I won't say no to the opportunities that I get. I would try.
Right. You told me that you've already got, opportunities, into the acting
Yes,
career.
yes.
You
For which
told me,
I
yeah.
have said no.
So be
For which I have said no.
all right. So that is what I wanted to ask you. Being a model, the transition from a model to an actress should have been smooth for you, right? Because you've already, made a mark in the modeling industry. So being an actress should have been smooth for you. So what kind of challenges did you face? Why do you think that will be a challenge for you to, move from a modeling industry to, an actor?
Yeah, now I have to be very honest in this too because modeling and acting is not something as people perceive it to be so fashionable, so fancy. Yes, that is there to the spectators, but inside something different happens. There are a
Right.
lot of
I'm asking you
requirements.
as a spectator.
Yeah, there are a lot of requirement from those people when we get into that acting, that media industry. The requirement will be so severe sometimes that we can't say yes to everything. Only if you do
That's right.
this, you can get this role. Simple.
Right.
Only if you
Right.
do
I
this,
got
you
it.
can get this role. To be very honest, they say that you have to adjust with so, so, and so. Adjustment, I don't know what exactly that means. They say that word called adjustment, which means again, sexual harassment comes in there for women. I wanted to be honest in this.
But
So
that is
only if you
there in
adjust.
modeling industry also, right? That
Yes, modeling. I think
that particular.
not everyone or not all projects it's going to be like that. So that's what I said, ma'am. It is all about how we choose and pick the projects we wanted to be in. Some
Because
are very
especially
clean cut.
when you speak about sexual harassment and things about adjusting and everything, that is there actually in every industry. Wherever a
Yes,
woman has, women had to go or women wanted to achieve, it is there in every industry. I myself have faced all that, and still
mm,
I'm going through all that, be it online or offline. When I was working for a corporate, I used to face all that, no, from my superiors. Now online, when I'm doing an online business too, I get uh, invitations or things like that, where you are in a situation where you don't know what to do or how to react. Sometimes you get frozen also, as to you don't know the kind of comments or things that people talk. Sometimes I freeze, and so I don't know what to do. Now I've gotten experience with all those things, and I manage all those things. So it is there everywhere. So it is not that you will have it in just one industry. So
so what
that
would be
is
your answer? Like as a model, if somebody is telling you can act in this particular role only if you adjust with me, then it is either an yes or
I
no.
I'll tell you one small incident. I actually got an offer to actually act in a Tamil serial upfront. Somebody had called me.
Okay, that's
They
nice.
wanted me to
That's
do
nice.
a Tamil serial for Sun TV. All right. They told me they'll give me a lead role. Okay. But
Hmm.
they told me that there's something that I'll have to do in return. I'll have to meet that person, whoever is giving me that role. I'll have to come in the evening and meet that person in person in his guest house. he told me we'll have a discussion there. I told him, whatever is the discussion, we can have it over the phone, or we can meet
Exactly.
anywhere else, your office, or you can come down to my place anywhere. He said no, specifically he wanted to meet me only in his guest house. So I knew what it was like. So I blasted him like anything that day, and I put the phone down. And I don't think he will have he didn't have the slightest idea that I'm going to do that to him, because he thought I will definitely, accept, and I will, get given to whatever he's asking me to do. So, but that was not the case
Because
that day.
this happens again because there are women who say yes. So again,
Yes,
the problem is in us. I mean, the female community. Why should we say yes? What will they do
right,
if every woman says no?
right,
But
right.
I think that's not
There
going to
are
happen
a few
because there are
who say
people who are
yes.
doing it.
There are a few who say yes to this because they are very desperate for their career growth. The career
Yes,
means everything to them, more than themselves, more than their own identity. The career, the money, the fame, all that is more important to them. So there are people who say yes. So that is why these people think that everybody is the same. So all women are the same. So everybody will easily given if you show them some money or give them fame. So that is why I wanted
exactly.
to address this issue, because I myself have gone through this and have been going through this. So as a fellow woman entrepreneur, and you've been in the modeling industry also, so I wanted to ask your take on that. So yeah, that is how
So
you should
I
be.
would
You should
say,
learn when to
yeah,
say no.
it is all in how we project ourselves. It's simple. So if you are a woman who is going to say yes for everything, the whole industry is going to know she will say yes. If you are a woman who is going to say no, or I have certain limits and limitations, the whole industry is going to know, okay, she is as such. Only such projects she'll take. Only such things can be done to her. Simple. So it all lies in our hands, women's hands.
See, we don't need quick success. So people here are only concentrating on quick success. So how fast you can climb the ladder of success, how fast you can, become successful and become a known face or become popular. So that is not what is required. If you have the talent, you can definitely shine. Wherever you
Yes.
are, however you are,
Just
you can
keep
definitely
working
shine.
on
The
yourself.
talent has
Simple.
to
Yes.
speak, right? Right. Right. I'm glad that both of us share the same kind of views. So I'm very
Yes.
glad that you also, have taken a stand to say when the time is no, you'll have to say no. So I'm very
Yes,
glad to
I
know
only believe that slow and steady wins the race. I don't believe in faster growth, faster development. Now it's like a
that. Right.
rat race going on everywhere.
That
It's like
is
people are competing
everywhere, in
against
all
each other. That's not
industries.
needed.
In all industry, that is
That's
how it
not
is
needed
going
at
on.
all.
Rat race, pulling each other down and pushing each other
Right.
down and see who's gonna go first and all that thing. I'm not for that game. I'm not into the race at all. So I just do my job, whatever I have to do, and I succeed in my own pace. I don't need to push anybody. I don't need to pull anybody down. I'll take my own pace and I'll go. If I'll have to succeed, I'll succeed. If I really have that talent, then we will definitely do it. And I'm sure you'll agree with me on that.
Yes, of course, ma'am. It's all about straight vision. Don't look at the left or right. Go straight.
Right, right.
Just work on yourself, for yourself, by yourself. Simple.
Right, right, right. That's right. All right. So, being a female entrepreneur, what has been a very significant, what do you say, a barrier in your career, because you come from a place where being an entrepreneur or being a model, wouldn't have people wouldn't have thought about it. So, leave alone the modeling career. When you wanted to start, being an entrepreneur, when you wanted to stand on your own legs, especially from a place where you come from, how did what kind of barriers that you had to face when you wanted to set up a Jenny's fashion boutique? What kind of barriers that you would have to face that time?
My growth itself was a very slow and steady growth. It was on Jan 5, 2017. 4 years back, I started this up just with a mobile phone in hand. It was just an online fashion boutique. I didn't have a office. I didn't have a workstation. I didn't have employees. I didn't have anything, to be honest. Just a mobile. I had some collection of kurtis which I got from a manufacturer, and I just posted it. It was so simple and a humble start, I would say. And the barriers, I didn't face much barriers because I started very slowly and steadily. Only when if in case I would have started a boutique or a showroom in the first place, then it would have been a big barrier. I would have faced many barriers. I took very calculated risk, ma'am. To be very honest, I took very calculated risk because I wanted to balance my family, personal life, and my profession. So I don't want to take big leaps. I don't want to take big leaps. So I just had a mobile. I just had some collection. An idea clicked, which I was not sure it's going to work out or not. So it was just a try. It was just an endeavor, I would say. But slowly, 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 within a couple of months, people wanted me to design for them. They asked if it's possible. So I didn't have a team. I didn't have any proper workstation, but I said yes. I put up the design, I sourced the fabrics, and I gave it to a local tailor in my place. And I got it, and I just shoot the dresses. I just took pictures and clicked the pictures and put it on my site, on my page. That is how. Then after I think 1 or 2 years, I slowly set up an office with one machine and one tailor who worked for me. So my growth was so very slow, gradual. I didn't compete with anybody. I didn't look left or right. I was going in my own way. So and it slowly since it slowly and gradually developed, I know the hardships I faced. It was not so easy. Each and every milestone I reach, I will receive a lot of opposition. I don't know, from people nowhere. I used to get intimidated messages. Yes, intimidated messages, threatening messages in fake IDs. I used to think, who is this? So I faced everything so calmly. Yeah, I faced everything so calmly. I had my own days when I broke down. There have been days when I thought, oh my God, let me quit this and go. Because I have, sorry, yeah. I have a good career. I mean, I have good education. Let me go and work somewhere. There were days when I was about to quit, but I didn't. I took a break. I would just take 2 or 3 days break. I would just sit quiet at home or not doing anything. So it was not an easy, but since I took it very slowly and gradually, I was able to face the hurdles and barriers also very gradually. So it was not an overnight success or anything.
Right. So that is how you will have to actually start. So people who want to start up set up a career or becoming a startup also, they will know as to how they will have to now after seeing this video, they will know how they will have to gradually go on. As to overnight, you can't have a big office, a very a posh office
these
with
days,
so many employees and all that.
These days people believe in overnight success. They compare their chapter 1 to chapter 10 of somebody else's story. That's not right. Don't compare yourself with anyone. They will have their own hardship. Because nobody is going to post our failures on Facebook. Yes.
Right.
If you see my Facebook page, it's all about accomplishments. It's all about positivity. I don't post my failures. So the same applies to everyone.
Anybody's page is like that.
So
we don't
that,
post our negative.
She became a star overnight. She became a successful woman entrepreneur overnight. No. It took me so much. It took me so much of hardships, sacrifices, disappointments, failures, everything to reach to this thing.
Right.
It's high time people realize that.
Anybody's social media handle or social media page that you would go through, you will only see all positive achievements or awards or rewards or whatever they have got. They won't post whatever the hardships, the negatives, the criticism that they have gone through. So all that they will keep it to themselves, and only they will show all the positive sides to the world. So anybody who will look into it, he will think that okay, she's or he's got achieved it all this in a very short while, and I want this all in one day. So that's not going to happen, and that's not how it works. You will have to have your own journey.
I would say to such people, the internet is fooling you. Guys, the internet is fooling you. You have to work a lot to reach somewhere. Whoever it is, whoever.
And you will have to travel your own journey. Nobody else can do that for you. Take your own journey, take all your failures, your experiments with you, and then only you will go and make a mark for yourself. So that's how it will go, because I also started like that. So I am able to relate to you as to how it, how you would have started and how you'd have traveled inch by inch. So that's how it is. All right. So, what excites you about being an entrepreneur, a women entrepreneur? What excites you about the tag that you get? Okay, women entrepreneur, because people won't address us just as an entrepreneur wherever we go. They tag us as a women entrepreneur. So, does that excite you, or how do you see that?
I'm an inspiration. That is the first thing that excites me. Yes, I have been an inspiration for so many people see us as an inspiration. They ask about our journey. So I think
Right,
that little girls with dreams become women with vision. So I'm one
right,
such person. I think that is the thing that excites me so much. Wherever I go, I've been an inspiration. Nothing about money or the business or the name. No, the inspirational factor which we have. Some girl will be going through a bad day, and if she sees me or if she sees people like us talk to us, our journey or our story will be an inspiration for them. So that is the only thing that excites me. Everything about being an entrepreneur.
right. True, true, very true. People who want to, get into entrepreneurship, they'll have to go through all our, lives, know our lives as to how it is done, why it is done, and what's the right way to get it done, and only then they'll be able to, follow their dreams or create a mark for themselves. Good.
We can make
All right.
somebody else's life change by our story. It's it.
That's right. That's it. I hope so, really, that somebody else takes one or two lessons from our life, and they, don't do the same, repeat the same mistakes that we have been through, and probably learn from our lives. If at all we have gone
Exactly.
through failures, or if at all we have gone through, criticism, probably they'll learn one or two things from that, and they will not have to get hurt so much. No, the way that we traveled as such. All right. That's been a very
Yes,
inspiring
because
talk.
we can guide them since we learned our mistakes in our own way. Yeah.
Right. It is actually, it kind of feels a connect, talking to you. Like, I'm just talking to my, friend or somebody. I don't even realize that I'm on a live show, talking to you. It is like, just like I'm just sharing my, life journey with you, and you are sharing your life journey with me. It just feels like that. So,
It's
how do
an
you think
open
it is?
talk. That is how I feel. Yeah.
Right, right, right.
I
All
feel it's
right.
an open,
So,
casual talk. I'm forgetting that I'm on live. People are watching us.
yeah, I've forgotten everything that I'm there doing this show. I'm the host, or whatever it is. I'm just there on a live with my friend from a college or something, and I'm just talking to her. It just feels like that. So that's the kind of connect that you should
Nice.
have whenever you talk to somebody. You share the same kind of values. You share the same kind of vision. Only then you will be able to bring that out or talk. So people who see also, they will know as to how things has to be done, whether being an entrepreneur, the things that you have done, whether the things that you have achieved, the criticisms that you've faced, and also being a model, taking up a modeling career, that is more challenging than being an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur, at least you can even think about it, taking up. But being taking up modeling as a career, it's a very, very challenging career, especially for a woman. So that how the achievements that you have done and the criticisms that you have faced, people should definitely take a thing or two, a leaf from your book, and they should definitely learn about it as to how you have to manage things, and where you have to say no, and where you have to say yes, and how to create that kind of a balance so that nobody gets
It's simple,
offended.
ma'am. Where there is a will, there is a way. So if you are determined
Right,
enough in what you wanted, you can definitely make it happen. Whatever
right,
it
right.
is.
Whatever it is, whichever field it is, you can definitely make it happen. You just need that passion, that will to follow your dreams. All right,
The
so
basic thing
let's
is
move.
you have to believe in yourself because there are so many people out there who are going to tell you can't do this, you're not the right person to do this. So
There are a
many
lot
people
of
to
people to judge
discourage and
you.
say a big no. So at that moment, you will be the only person, the person whom you see in the mirror. That will be the only person who will say, yes, you can. So
You can do. Yes.
It's all about the mindset, strong mindset.
Right. Right. Because there's no, there are a lot of people out there who will judge you and criticize you. They'll always do that only. That's their job. Whatever field you are in, even if you're at home, even if you're at home, if you're, just doing nothing, and if you're, only being a housewife, taking care of your family, still there are people who are going to criticize you and judge you. So that's not going to stop. So that shouldn't actually affect the decisions that we take. So that's what I think. Okay, so that was
being women in India rise above all odds. That's it. Rising
right.
above all odds is the only thing that's going to work out if you wanted to achieve something. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. All right. And how do you see? You have become a model. You have a successful entrepreneurial career. So how do you define success? What is success according to you? Whether it is money or fame or influence. See, each one of these have got a different weightage. Some people become an entrepreneur or they want to get into a career for money. For them, success is money. Some people get into a career or they get into something because they want fame is everything for them. Money also is secondary. Fame, everybody should know them, everybody should give attention to them. That is how a few people are. Or some people, they want just influence. When they are in an industry, they want people to get influenced by them, or they want to influence somebody. So each one has a different approach towards success. So what is success according to you personally, whether it's going to be money or fame or influence,
Yeah.
or being creative? How does success, how will you define success according to you with your journey?
The moment I started JFB, I started it with my own mission. My mission was to make a difference, not for making money. I wanted to make a difference, a change. That was my very, very basic principle why I started this JFB. So what I mean by success is it's going to be a sequence of failures. I faced lots of failures over the journey. I failed. Sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes, I have a very hard time with my clients. Everything has happened. I won't say it was a very smooth journey. Everything was so perfect. That would be a lie. I won't say that. So success is a very large sequence of failures in which you don't give up. I didn't give up at all. With each of my mistake, with each of my failure, I learned new things. I learned a lot. I updated myself, which led me to the pathway of career of success. So success, simple. It is going to be a sequence of failures. Simple. Sequence of failures in which you don't give up, and one day you'll reach that success, that achievement. So if you're going to start a business for money, I don't think it's going to work out, because initially making money is going to be a very big challenging task. Your basic thing should be to make a difference, to do something of your own, something good. Yeah. The purpose has to be to create a difference.
That has to be the main criteria.
Do it for yourself. Yeah, do it for yourself. For money, because being money minded will just deviate your motto, or even your brand's identity may not come up with money. Money is needed, of course, to run a business. Money is needed, but let that be secondary. Let the primary goal be something beautiful, be something nice.
Right. So following your passion has to be the route for you to get into anything that you want, be it a business, or doing a job where you are employed somewhere. You'll have to have that passion, that drive to do it. So that has to be
making money is so easy, but winning people's hearts, winning your clients' beautiful testimonial, or getting your positive feedback from your client is the challenging thing, not money.
Right.
So I think when people are starting their business to make money, or just to compete with somebody else, or just to blindly copy someone else, they are not going to be in a very long way.
This actually, the question why I asked you is because I actually wanted to know what is your take on that, because a lot of people will immediately say money, fame, and things. Probably they'll start rating it. First I would require money, and then I would require fame. I wanted to see how you would react to this, kind of a question. So probably we are on the same page. So I'm happy to know
If
that
we want
we
fame or money or everything, just focus on the business, focus on the work.
right,
Automatically, money, fame, and everything will follow. The basic thing
right,
is not money, it's work, working hard.
right. I wanted to insist that because people who are watching us right now, they would know that business is not all about money. Being an entrepreneur or following your dreams, don't do it for money. Do it for yourself. Do it for your passion, and everything else will follow. So that I would
And
want to
one more thing,
implement.
don't think that, one more thing, ma'am, let not people think that all business people, entrepreneurs are hoarding loads and loads of money. That's not the
Right.
truth.
Exactly.
Because they
Exactly.
go through all kinds of crises and they are the ones who
All
go
kind
through
of crisis.
no money in their pocket. I have been through days when I don't have a single penny in my purse, in my wallet.
Yeah.
But still, I used to go to office,
Exactly.
I used to do my work. So being an entrepreneur is
Exactly.
not about money at all. It's about not giving up, working hard and harder. That's it.
And it's not an easy journey also. There are a lot of days that you will have to go without, funds, or money, or, to even run the business or the show for yourself, even if it's going to be an online business. But it is the kind of,
There have been
the zen
days when
that,
it was quite challenging. There have been days when it was quite challenging for me to even pay my workers when there are
right,
not sufficient orders. Yeah, I
right.
put my own money, or I borrow from my family and give them. So being an entrepreneur, people think, okay, she has gone to some extent, she has gone
Going
fame.
to
No, no,
somewhere.
we
Yes.
have our own big struggles. We have our own
Yeah,
big struggles. People have to
exactly.
understand that.
Struggles are there and struggles are real. That people have to understand, the startups or whoever is gonna think about getting into an industry, or who are gonna become an entrepreneur, they should know that struggles are real, and only if you struggle
And
you
people are
can
not
go
going to post about
somewhere.
it because we are not going to post about our struggles or the problems, real life problems we are facing.
That's right.
Nobody is going to post about it.
That's the main reason that I had come up with this show, Roads and Travel, where people open up and where people talk about what their journey is and how they have been, been through this journey to come where they are right now, and how they have been successful after how long. So to know all that, this show has been, come up. So that is how this show had. The idea behind this show is that to show the journey of people who are successful right now, but what they were before, how they struggled, what and all they had to face. So all that I
The
had,
realities.
put up. Yeah, so that's how. So it was actually very nice talking to you, Jenny, about all these things, because I also shared a lot of my experience. I usually don't share my experiences a lot, and that too on a live show. Even with my friends, I'm not of a person who shares my day-to-day experiences and all that. I'm a kind of reserved when it comes to sharing experiences or talking something which is very personal to you and all that. So I'm not that kind of a person. But today on a live show, I wanted to do that because there are people who are seeing us, and people might think, okay, she's something, you know, who's done all this and who's achieved all this and all that, but they should know the other side of the coin also, as to what that person has gone through, how much she's gone through, what are the criticisms she's faced, everything. So actually, I should thank you for coming live on this show, because I had an opportunity to open up myself.
Ma'am, it's my
So
pleasure, and I thank you for being such a lovely person because I didn't feel like I'm in a show, I'm talking to a host. It was like I'm talking to
same
my
here.
own sister or a friend. You were that much
Yeah.
comfortable, and it was a nice time. And I would appreciate you to have this venture called Roads Untraveled, a very meaningful talk show. And I'm looking forward to see who all you're going to interview in the
Definitely,
coming days.
definitely.
And my
We are going to come up with a
heartfelt
lot of
best wishes.
people. Thank you so much, Jenny. We are actually we actually have a lineup. We have a lot of people, who will share their inspiring journeys, who have gone through hardships, who have gone through a lot of pain in life, and who will be sharing their journeys. So I would expect you to watch that also. And people who are watching here
Especially, yeah, this
also, this is,
COVID-19
yeah,
pandemic period has been a time when a lot of people are going through depression.
they will need
They
a
are
lot
thinking
of
that only we
motivation.
are in this, yeah, they are thinking only I am sailing in this boat. But this show, let it be an eye opener that everyone are sailing in the same boat.
Right. And actually, there are a lot of people who require motivation at this time, because staying at home, people easily get stressed out, they easily get depressed. So at least through this show, probably, we are trying to give that kind of a motivation to people, especially, the entrepreneurs who are there at home, who are not able to do business at this point in
Yes,
time.
yes.
At least this show will be an inspiration to them as to how to, not give up, and how to have patience in life, so that one day definitely things will brighten up on you. And that's
Yes.
what
So
I
let me
believe in.
say this to everyone: we are all in this together. That's it.
Yes, we are all in this together. And one last question I would like to ask you, Jenny, because you have been in the modeling industry, you are, a pro model yourself. So there is, something called colorism that is prevailing in our country, especially India. Where people always, the color, the brown skin or the dark skin, it attracts, negativity, especially in a country like India. I'm not talking about any other country. Whatever is happening in any other country, that's a different issue altogether. But in India, this colorism, though people will say, no, we don't do this or we don't do that, the underlying fact is it is there. I know it. It is there.
Yes.
I've seen it, experienced it. The brown skin and the dark skin, it faces negativity from people around you. People judge you immediately. The person can be, like she might be very talented. She or he might be very talented, might have got a lot of potential and capability. But when the person is brown skin or dark skin, people immediately judge you. They don't want you in their circle. All right, they just want to keep you away from. When you open up any newspapers, when you see matrimonial sites, when you see the, the bride's wanted column, you see, fair, whitish or fair, or beautiful girls. The criteria itself is, the first thing is beautiful. They want beautiful, and beautiful is what? Fair skin. Beautiful is fine. When they say beautiful, up to that it is fine. When they say beautiful, fair skin, slim, and all that. Nowadays, you only told me that modeling industry's got all types of models. The plus size models, dark models, brown models, everybody. But when it comes to marriage, it is fair, slim, white, and all that. The kind of criteria that any actress or a modeling industry would prefer. So, what is your take on that? How do you see that kind of an aspect, especially in a country like India?
My take is, let me tell to everyone, see, beauty is a different thing and don't equate it with skin tone at all. Skin tone is
Right.
like all beautiful. There are lots of there are many hundreds of skin tones actually across the world, starting from a pale skin to a dark skin. There are so many different shades. So it cannot be equated to beauty at all. Beauty is something which is related to features. I have to accept that. Even a dark skinned girl can look so sweet. Her features can be sharp. Her
Right.
attitude can be good. So
Right.
if you're going to equate that fair skin with beauty, that is actually wrong. People are born
Wrong.
with different body shapes, sizes, skin tones, features, different hair textures. Everything is going to be different. So
Exactly.
sticking on to just fair and beauty, I think already we are bringing in a change. People are changing. Still, as you said, when they are looking for a bride, they wanted fair skin tone, right? I don't
Fair
understand
skin.
why. Yeah,
Right.
what sense it makes. Yeah, even if you ask for a beautiful girl, that's fine. But what makes you,
See,
you
even
to
if they
ask
would
for a man?
advertise that they want an educated girl, that is also acceptable. They would want an
Yes, yes,
educated girl who's a graduate, or who has a match with the the groom. Probably if he's an engineer, probably they can look out for an engineer bride too. That is also acceptable. But what is that thing with the fairness, that you have a kind of a
the
connection?
truth
That's what,
is they
because
are
you
not
are a
knowing
model,
that.
so I wanted to hear from you.
The truth is they are not knowing that anybody can become fair with these laser treatments, or if you go under the knife, even Michael Jackson became fair. So
Right.
that has nothing to do with your talent or beauty. We even now we don't admire Michael Jackson's fair-toned skin, which he got later. We love Michael Jackson for his dance and for his music and for the change he brought into the world in the music
But
industry.
the thing is, Jenny, Michael Jackson himself actually did not, believe in himself. That's the reason he went,
Yes.
into night. Though
So
the
even now
entire
I say
world admired
you
him
cannot,
for
yeah,
his music.
you cannot change
Though
the
the
features or the skin tone or how you were born, but you can bring a change in the true change in the society, but by being yourself, by doing something with the talent you have got, and by yes, the skin tone is nothing, because as we age, everyone's skin is going to get shrinked, everyone's skin is going to get tanned. No matter if you are even a beauty pageant winner, that's what is going to happen to you. So I think the society is high time, at least now our Indian society gets some brain and understand that, guys, it's not about
yeah.
skin tone at all. It is about just beauty and how the way you are presenting yourself. All skin tones are beautiful. All body sizes are beautiful. Just bring out the best of yourself. Something that I say to
Right.
girls who get mocked, I say, some girls come to me and ask, ma'am, I get this kind of trolling. How to face it? Is there any way to change my skin tone? I say, why? Work on your skin tone to maintain its glow and beauty, but not, you cannot change
Have
your
a
skin
healthy
tone.
skin. You can have a healthy
Yes,
skin.
just give them back. Just give them back by working into you and by showing who you are to the world. Work on yourself, your talent. Your skin tone has nothing
Right.
to do with it. With it. So yeah,
Right.
I think Indian society is not going to change. We have to be the change. We have to change.
And
We are the
see, you'll have to
society.
believe in yourself first. If you believe in yourself first, you will not be going and looking out around for fairness creams or fairness treatments, or getting into knives for the laser
Nobody's
treatments,
skin
or
tone is going to change. The
right.
truth is,
You will have to
nobody's
believe in
skin tone is
yourself
going to
that
change.
you are beautiful. So that is more mandatory. So Michael Jackson,
Yes.
as you said, he did not believe in himself. That's the saddest part, actually. He would have believed in
He
himself
faced
the
so
way
much
he
of,
was
I
earlier.
think,
Also,
he would have faced so
he
much of
was
racist
beautiful.
problems because of his skin tone. In his earlier
Right.
days, when he was trying to get into the industry, he was rejected because of his skin tone. That is the
Right.
reason when he became rich, he went under the knife.
But he did become popular also. When he
Yes.
had that brown skin also, he was more popular that time. His songs that time were more popular that time. I was actually a great fan of all his songs from that time. When compared to after he went into the laser
True.
treatments and everything, that whatever he did, though it did not make him beautiful, that's a different thing. I like this, the natural self. So that is how our Indian society is. Why I wanted to address this issue is
No
because
bride to be or no girl goes and questions the family. Why is he asking for such a skin tone or
yeah.
something? So unless we girls change, nothing is gonna change.
See, the point
There is no
here
use
is
in living in the society.
Ryan, I know. The point here is the groom will be dark. All right, he will be jet dark, and he will want a bride, who is
It's more
fair.
of a gender problem, yeah.
Right. So buyers,
See, they can
they
be,
will
I
have
mean, the
a
male
son.
community can be in any skin tones, but the females have to be fair. That's not fair,
Be
you
the
know.
perfect. They have to be the perfect, 10 on 10. They'll have to be fair. They'll have to be slim, long hair, everything. They'll have to be educated also. So
It
everything
is
has to
mainly
be there.
because of the media. It is mainly because of the media which portrays what is beautiful. Because we all see
What is
media and
beautiful.
understand what is beautiful. Even as kids, we were nurtured like that. So when we see
Yeah.
someone fair, we think she is beautiful. That's not the
Yeah,
truth.
so that is
As
why I said Indian society. That is how we were brought
Yes.
up
And the
actually
change has
since
to start
childhood.
from the media. The media people are the ones who reach each and every nook and corner of the homes. So they have to bring a change.
Now we'll actually have to appreciate the Fair and Lovely ad campaign where they have changed that word. They have taken that word fair from their
Finally.
ad campaign. Yeah, finally, because I usually used to wonder why it is there, but now finally, after a lot of criticism, I guess they have changed that. So that is one welcome change into the society, because we have been associated with Fair and Lovely for a long time, since our childhood, because it is there for a long time. So now when they have brought that change, so I guess people and parents of the grooms especially, they will look into it and then try to change themselves. At least, not everybody, but at least a part of them will try to bring about that change in the society. But
It's
thank
going
you
to take a
so much.
long time. It's high time that we bring our generation, our children,
Right.
who are not racist. Simple. though they can
Yes,
change
yes,
his
yes.
life.
And
Yeah.
they're not gender
Because there are
balanced
so
also.
many mothers who insist their sons to marry only fair girls. So we shouldn't
Right.
be mothers like that. Simple.
Yeah, that is there. Exactly. And that was a good talk, actually. And thank you so much, Jenny, for being such a sport and having discussed with me a lot of things, and also having opened up about a lot of your life pages also for the audience. And any final words that you would like to convey to the audience before we call it a wrap?
Yeah. So for all women out there, a successful woman is the one who who builds a castle out of the bricks thrown at her. So this is
Exactly.
for all those Indian women or entrepreneurs who are aspiring to become something, but they are scared of the society, scared of the bricks that are thrown up on them. Collect those bricks, build a castle. That's it.
Thank
You
you
can
so
do it.
much. Yeah, we can. Definitely, we can. So, thank you so much for being a part of our show, Roads and Traveled, and it was truly, truly, very inspiring actually having you on our show, where you shared, all the journey that you've gone through, being, a model as well as an entrepreneur, and also balancing both very beautifully. And we would like to have you around for our show also some other time with some other topic we would like to discuss, because now that we gel on most of the topics, so we would definitely like to have you around for another show with a
Okay.
different topic, probably on this fairness criteria. We would definitely have a discussion again. And so thank you so much for being a part of the
My
show.
pleasure, ma'am. My
And
pleasure. I thank you for inviting me for this amazing show.
thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.